Hey y'all, it's ChapelleNichole. Some of you may know me, some of you may not. If not, go ahead and watch other videos or go check out my other social medias. It's ChapelleNichole, all of it ChapelleNichole. Welcome if you're new. Hey girl, guy, hey y'all, welcome back. If you ain't new, don't forget to like, subscribe, share this video if you like. What I'm doing today is a Q&A. Sometimes I get a lot of questions about life, general, common questions, not so common questions, like that. So what I did on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, all of that, I posted up this app called Ask FM. What it is you go on there and people from all over the world connect on this one app, and you can ask anybody you want to questions. You can do it anonymous or you can leave your name. I ask people to leave questions, comments, whatever they wanted to, so I can respond. If they left their name, I will shout them out. If not, I'll just say anonymous and I'll go ahead and read it and we'll go from there. No further ado, I'm not gonna mumble too much. Let's get into it. As you can see, here's the app. And my phone's about to die, but I'm gonna put it on the charger while I do this, so it'll kind of be over here. So as you can see, these are all the questions that I have. I have over 200 and some odd questions, comments, or whatever. I'm not going to go through all of them right now because that'd be too much and we ain't got time for that. What I will do, I will start at the oldest question, comment, whatever you have, and go from there. Okay. So, first question. Are you spending money on online games? On what? I do not spend money on games unless it's for my oldest son because he's heavy into games. My youngest son, he's a little bit into games, not. But for me, I like those old school games like Solitaire. I don't pay money for them to download that. And Bedazzled, my two faves right now. I'm more into the Wii. So I'm a Wii kind of girl. I don't do PlayStation, Xbox, all that type of stuff. Not really into that. So never really been into it. The most attractive country in Europe for you? I can't really honestly answer that because I've never been to Europe. I will one day get there, but I have not been there yet. I would say, off of what I know, and I don't want to sound statistical, but London, Paris. I would like to go there one day, but other than that, I'm not quite sure a lot of. What kind of shows do you like watching? There's no particular brand or show I like. I can't really say I like all genres of shows. I like a lot of stuff. On to movies, my favorite type of movies are thrillers and comedies. So I love those. My two favorite movies though, The Little Princess and The Secret Garden. My two faves. My two faves. Can you drive a car? Do you have a driver's license? I would think I can drive a car. A lot of people can complain about my driving, but did you die? And do I have a driver's license? Yes, I've had one since I was 17. Could have got one when I was 16, but that's for a whole nother video. We're not going to go there today. How often do you go to the cinema? This is one of my UK followers. A cinema for UK or other countries is the movies. I would like to go more often than not. I could say I can count on one hand how many times I go to a movie in a year. I'm trying to up that up in 2019 because I need to get my game on with movies. I love to study movies. I love to watch movies. I'm an actress. I love movies, theater, film, whatever. I love the arts. What do you think of fish as a pet? I would love a fish as a pet. You ain't got to worry about cleaning up poop. You ain't got to worry about cleaning up pee. All over the place. I ain't got to worry about yelling at my son to pick up dog poop out the backyard. My kids are my audience members right now, so you might hear some chuckling or something in the background. That's them. I think I love fish as pets. I love water. I like the aquariums and stuff like that. I love fish as pets. What type of art do you consider the most successful? I wouldn't consider any art the most successful one because I feel like all the arts are equal to me because any art you can do and be crazy successful. So I don't think there's just one particular brand of art that can be the most successful. There are some artists, painters and stuff that make more money than singers and actors and vice versa. So I think you can make a lot of money across all boards. Do you prefer to have the power to fly or be invisible? Me, it would be kind of 50-50 on that one. But number one, I would choose flying. As a little girl, I've always dreamed of flying, and I would my grandfather, great-grandfather would pick me up from school. He would have a long Cadillac, them long old school Cadillacs with the sunroof, and I would hang out the top of them, my arms stretched out like Titanic, you know, and I would act like I was flying. I would even jump off his dining room table acting like I'm flying. It's crazy. He's always threatening to tell on me what my butt and stuff like that, but he never did. Thank you very much. I would choose flying because I would feel more free, but I would like to do invisible only because I would like to hear and see what people do when they're not around me, you know, stuff like that. What kind of entertainment is difficult for you to resist? I would say theater, anything performing. I love music, but I would literally say like I like the Cirque du Soleil shows and theater, movies. I just get drawn into the actors, the characters themselves. That's just, I can watch movies and arts all day. I'm an actor. Why are females so salty towards each other? Especially African American females. I love my people. I want us to all stand together, but it's hard when the next African American female wants to call you out your name or disrespect you. It honestly seems like we're all fighters. What's your opinion? That's a tough one. Only because this is my opinion. I don't feel like black women are angry. What I feel like, I feel like black women are the #1 hated in the world. That's just the way I feel. So a lot of us and a lot of them, this automatic defense, or, you know, we have this, not all of us. I don't want to put all black women in a box. Let me just say that now. Some that I know personally or I've witnessed out in the world, just we tend to sometimes have a wall or automatic be on the defense, and I've seen that a lot. I'll go out and, you know, I'm not going to mention this young lady's name, but sometimes we would go out and she would always take offense to people looking at her. Like, why are you looking at me? What's the problem? They staring at me. And I'm like, what's the problem? What if they thought you were pretty? Or liked your hair, or liked your makeup? It's like, I feel like having that type of attitude is so ugly. You could be very beautiful and have that attitude that makes you so ugly. So, you know, I look at women all the time. I think women are very beautiful creatures, whether you're black, white, Hispanic, whatever. I think you're beautiful. So if I'm staring at you, 9 times out of 10, you have on something or doing something I admire. You're beautiful. Your hair is beautiful. Your makeup, your clothes, your earrings, something about you I'm drawn to. So I stare, but I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I just feel like it depends on your area, your surroundings, what you've been brought up in. So I think it varies for everyone. Actually, wasn't even a question because it's sad. Here's a comment, not necessarily a question, but one and the same. I've had female friends that I've told who my crush was, and they've went on to tell me how ugly he was, but goes behind my back to throw themselves at him. I told one girl before who my crush was, then less than a week she was sitting on his lap kissing him. Your opinion on fake friends. Has this ever happened to you? Absolutely. I think it's happened to almost just about every woman. You know, at one point in her life, you know. I had this friend in high school that I had been cool with since elementary, and I was dating this guy, and I had suspicions or whatever the case may be, and we were friends. I will call us friends. Did we talk on the phone all the time? No. We hung around at school. We sat at the same lunch table. She's worn some of my clothes. So, you know, I had suspicions. One thing led to another. Me and my boyfriend started arguing out the blue. All of a sudden, you know how that goes. Next thing you know, I call him, and then he goes to hang up the phone, didn't hang it up all the way, and I was still on the phone. And I heard him talking. I was like, well, who is he talking to? Is he talking to me? And I stayed on and I listened, and I heard another voice. It was her voice. I heard a whole bunch of stuff I did not want to hear that went from conversations to intimate to all that. And I was just like, whoa. I listened to it all so I can have proof. After a while, I had to hang up. But a lot of women will say, oh, he ugly. 9 times out of 10, they just trying to say that because they want him. Simple as that. So she said he was ugly, and now she jumping on his lap kissing him. Then she was lying, just wanted you to feel like she wasn't a threat because she didn't like him, or, you know, something like that, and go ahead and get him, girl. Bye. How do I feel about that? I feel like it's shady as hell. I'm so gay I can barely say it with a straight face anymore. That's just a comment. I'm not gay. Shout out to my LGBTQZ. All y'all. It's the more letters probably or not. Change it. No offense. I lost track. Shout out to y'all. My favorite. Whew. Excuse me. I'm getting over a cold. So if you hear that, what cafes do you usually visit with your friends? I don't normally visit cafes with my friends because we don't really go to cafes, but my favorite would be Starbucks. I know I need to open up my mind a little bit more, but I have a slight addiction to Starbucks. Seriously, I'm addicted to the cheese danishes and the drinks. Just their price. Oh my God. That would be my favorite. If you woke up in the jungle alone and confused, what's 3 things you would want with you? No service for your cell phone either. I would at least want my cell phone so I can look at pictures with my kids. If I'm alone, I want to be able to look at pictures with my kids. I would probably have music on my phone, but I'd probably be too scared to listen to it because I'm pretty sure my phone's going to die if I'm in the middle of the jungle. But I would keep it open to have hope to get back to my kids. Son mentioned earlier, because we was going through these weapons. So I would probably have some form of weapon, like my handy dandy, you know. Pretty girl with a pistol. I would probably have a gun, a knife, something to protect myself from something, and I would need a good book, something that would keep me in good spirits, either a Bible or the Dalai Lama or something that would just keep me positive and keep me going forward, stuff like that. At least a container to gather water or something like that. Sunset food, but in the jungle I would have to try to figure it out. Fruits, leaves, something to sustain. But I gotta have my water. You got to have water to survive. Play any sports? No, never played sport. Don't plan on playing a sport. I like watching some sports. Don't really know it. I like watching football because they wear those tight pants. I have no clue what's on. I watch it on mute. Basketball, my favorite team is Chicago Bulls. Go Bulls. Don't leave no crazy comments about my Bulls. It will go down in the DM about my Bulls. I don't want to hear it. Don't play sports, don't plan on it. Just not really athletic. I've always been the lip gloss wearing, high heel clicking when I was little. Shirley Temple curl wearing girl. Long nails, I've had nails all my life. I've been that person. Not really into sports. Not saying people who are in sports, women, they're not that way. I've been too, no, I'm get dirty. No, it's just not me. What do you think of makeup? Looking at my face, I like makeup. I think makeup can be very good. It can be enhancing. Sometimes if you put makeup on, you having a bad day, it brings your spirits up. You know, as long as you know what you're doing. Practice makes perfect. If you don't know what you're doing, because trust me, I look at some past pictures and videos and be like, girl, bye. Like The Walking Dead. But let me tell you something. Tyra Banks, nobody couldn't tell me I wasn't slaying with my toe-up makeup. Keep going. Because I did this look. I don't do makeup. I'm not a makeup artist. I just like to do my face and some people around me. That's about it. Am I perfect? No. Am I bomb at makeup? No. I think I know a little bit. If you have questions about what I wore on my face today, I'll put that in the description box below. So you know what I use. This eyeshadow palette, bomb. So I use 2. I use The New Rule by the Crayon Case. Shout out to Super. And Juvia's Place, the Warrior palette. How do you usually start a conversation? I don't think there's any sort of way to start a conversation. Depends on who you talk to, where you at, what you're doing, what's going on. Varies. Can't really say how to start a conversation. I think every situation is different, so I can't really say. Honestly, I can't. What do you like? No, I take that back. Do you like to go to the zoo? What animals do you want to see? My favorite animal is the elephant. I love elephants. I've always loved elephants ever since I was a little girl. I grew up in a house with deltas. Yes, baby. So elephants with the trunk up were always around, and the color red were always around. So I have elephants all around my house. On the walls, I have little statues, little figurines. Love elephants. But the trunk has to be up. If you know about elephants, you'll know why trunk has to be up. But I love elephants. I'll probably just stare at the elephants. Or the elephants, giraffes, ostrich, zebras. I like those more African animals. Like, kind of coincidence, but elephants. Do you think calling a stranger in your house is ordinary? No. Depends on the situation or who the stranger is. I know it's a stranger, so how do you know? That's kind of, I don't know. Who do you like? There's a couple of guys I'm eyeing. I don't really want to say I like them because I don't really know them yet. If that makes any sense? So I can't really say I like them. A lot of them are scared to talk to me. I don't know why. But yeah. Are you in love? No, I'm not. Who would you cast to play you in a movie? This one would be kind of hard to do. A lot of the people that I would love to play me are older. Somebody I would like to play me is Raven Simone. I would like for her to play me possibly in high school or my early 20s. I don't know. By the time I'm older, I don't know if my favorite actress would be playing me, but Angela Bassett, the GOAT. Angela, if you ever watch this, I love you. You're my favorite, my idol. She's one of the few. Oprah and Angela Bassett, my two idols. Mrs. Obama, but I love, she's my idol for a totally different reason. But those two, before I knew who a Michelle Obama was, those were my two. Oprah, because growing up as a little girl on the west side of Chicago and in Springfield, Oprah was everywhere. My grandma loved Oprah. I watched Oprah. She was in Chicago with her. She just loved Oprah and knowing her story and what she went through and where she is now. Oh my God. Her and Angela Bassett, I'm just saying. I'm normally not starstruck, but baby. Honey, you'd have to pick me up off the floor. And I ain't no light. I might just have to lay there. Name 5 ways to cheer me up. Food. Laughing at food. Food would be one. It's easy kind of to cheer me up because I'm naturally a silly person. I'm very free-spirited. I'm very open-minded to a lot of things, and I'm just a natural goofball. I'm not goofy to the point where it's like, oh my God, maybe to some of my friends probably, but do something, just make me laugh or watch a movie. Definitely already said food. Maybe a good comedy. My kids cheer me up all the time. When I'm really low, like that deep low, and my little one to come here and say, he tells me he loves me like 1,000 times a day. Hey mommy, I love you. It cheers me up. Or my big boy, I have to kind of threaten him to come in here and give me a hug sometimes. That cheers me up. My daughter, they cheer me up. My kids. That would be 3. Just showing me you care. You know, if I'm down and you're really putting forth effort, showing that you care what's going on with me, that will pick me up because I feel like somebody cares when I'm low. Music. I would say music, because sometimes I can watch a movie and completely not pay attention and get lost in the story. So playing music, but it has to be happy. Oh, Mr. Hotspot. Mr. Hotspot. It's this video that Mr. Hotspot has. I think it's called Okay Good. Oh my God. I literally watch that video every day. Every day. And no matter how I'm feeling, it makes me smile. It makes me so happy. I posted it on my Instagram. So if you follow me on Instagram, ChapelleNichole, the video I posted, I'm probably going to repost it because I'm serious. Like sometimes I just randomly just go watch it. Even after I've already watched it, I can watch it in loop. And that song, I listen to it all the time. And just, it's not per se the song, just it's watching him and the song. It's just like, he's one of those people, he has a good spirit. I get a good spirit from him, a good happy spirit. So every time I watch him, he literally makes me happy. Mr. Hotspot, shout out to you. You've done more for me than you would know. Do you always buy new phones or you can take a used one? I don't want to say I always buy new phones. Before kids, I always had a new phone, 2, 3 new phones. I was just balling. Now, no. Like the phone I'm recording on right now, I bought the summer 2016. The phone I'm reading off of, I think I bought this one a little bit before that. I'm due for an upgrade because I'm recording off the Samsung Galaxy, the 7 Edge. That's what I'm recording on. I don't buy them as often as I used to. I would like to, but I'm mommy now with responsibility, kids, bills, life. Not as much as I used to. Do you think a wedding dress and a suit are necessary? Can you just put on appealing clothes? I think it's necessary for me. I can only speak for me. A lot of people get married in regular clothes all the time. And me, that's not my thing. I'd rather full out suit, dress, the whole shebang. My opinion. What kind of power do you want? The power that I would love to have is to be able to go back in time. That's a power that I would choose. I would literally change lives, transform my life. And I'm scared of the butterfly effect. But I still would like to go to the past. I would. And they just tweak some little things. Candles or incense? Candles. Candles, candles, candles. If you know me, you know, honey, child. You want to give me something? Give me a candle. Bath and Body Works. What? They gets my coins. He gets all of them. All my coinage. But all those good candle places, I can't name all of them, but I mainly get from Bath and Body Works. But candles, all day. They're all around my house. I get them all the time, everywhere. Candles. Do you believe in destiny, or do you think that we build our lives ourselves? Both. My belief, I feel like everything that happens is already written. Then I feel like some things happen just because, and also I feel like you guide your life yourself. I don't think that's kind of tricky, because I don't think anything happens by coincidence or accident. I don't believe that. I believe everything happens for a reason. Everything has a purpose, good or bad. Everything has a purpose. But I do think you build your life yourself, because I've seen the effects that can happen when someone takes charge of their life. And it's like, no, I know everything doesn't always go as planned, but when you take full accountability and take charge of your life, that has an effect like no other. It's just, you can't be stopped unless you stop yourself. What's the best part in life? Living it. Living it to the most. That can be extreme. Mine is very simple. Mine is very leisure, chill. Do I get exciting, fun moments? Yes, but best thing about life is living it. You only get one life. One. So if you're young or whatever and you have older people who are trying to tell you something, I'm not saying don't you take everything, but listen to it. Listen to it. Because like I say, I tell my daughter all the time, it's just a new character. Same game, new character. New character. I tell her all the time, I've been your age, you ain't never been mine. The only thing that's changed in life now is maybe the technology. But when it comes to people and thought and the way you feel and things you do, it's all the same. It's all the same. It gets a little bit more advanced, but it's pretty much the same format. So if you got somebody older in your life that's trying to give you advice, listen to it and take heed to what you want, but listen to it. Because, they've been around a long time, seen nothing. Different character, same story.